Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, so I have been I did a video previously, maybe about a year ago on Dean Squad, but really this is more a larger issue at large, than just one group or whatever, right? It's this it's the pacification of Islam, and a lot of people, or at least from where I view, a lot of parents want to try to have their kids fit in and or live the lifestyle that they didn't get to live, right? Because they grew up in a certain environment or a certain household where their parents were, right, alhamdulillah, good Muslims. Their parents were good Muslims, or they tried to be good Muslims to the best of their abilities. And because they did that, they weren't able to do certain things that they thought were cool or wanted to try and do. So now that their kids are, interested in that, they're going to allow their kids to do certain things. And we see this with like Christmas and Halloween and Easter and all these holidays, right? But we especially see it now with like rap, right? We see it, rap music, hip hop, black community. It's a very popular thing, right? You see all this publicity and fame and stuff like that that comes from being a rapper and one of these celebrities and all this stuff like that. And the sin of music, listening to music, has been so common, right? It's just such a common thing in today's day and age. You hear it everywhere. You hear it everywhere. Whether you're trying to or not, you could be at the gym, headphones in, noise cancellation, and the gym has it loud as heck, just blasting. You hear it at the hospitals. You hear it at the doctor's, like, everywhere you go, right? At the grocery store, in the elevator, it's all over the place, right? And so a lot of parents I've seen, right, where they have these kids who, for some reason, as a Muslim, they want to be rappers, right? And we have some people who are Muslim rappers, and they make Muslim music, and they make it halal, and they they try their best to provide good alternatives to music. Now, uh, this is something that always like just boggles my mind, right? Because the whole idea of it, right, at least from where I stand, right, is we want an alternative for music, right? And the rationale behind it, right, is a alternative for music. So we're going to make music, but just change the lyrics, the words to include a law. It's like when they take like uh if Muslims were to take a gospel song about Jesus, well, yes, Jesus, Lord, King, Heaven, whatever the hell, right? Okay, and they changed it from Jesus to Allah. If you took out Jesus and put Allah's name, and uh, Allah loves you, Allah's kind, like cool, He's the best, alhamdulillah, right? Cool, you can change it out, and there you go, you have a whole song, right? But my thing is, right, why are you entertaining certain things from your kids? I I don't know what era we're in, right? We're in. I don't have kids. Inshallah, I have kids in the future, right? Okay. But I can't fathom the thought of my kids coming to me and saying, "Abu, yeah, I want to be a rapper. I want to be like Jay Z or Eminem or Kendrick Lamar or someone, right? I want to be a famous rapper, or okay, let's say that they have Muslim stuff, right? They say, "Oh, I want to be like Native Dean or Zane Bika or Maher Zain or Dean Squad, right? I want to be famous like them and make Muslim rap." You even have like I saw a video of uh they had this like Muslim rapper at this masajid because he was going to do his Muslim rap song for kids at the masajid for the children. And it's like, really now? Really now? Was this necessary? Right. So um as a parent, right, you have to protect your kids from certain things, right? Certain things that they want to do, that they just, hey, they really shouldn't do or shouldn't try to do it. Like if your kid says, "Hey, listen, mom, dad, I want to be an escort," you're not gonna like, "Oh, we'll try to find make you a halal escort. No, it's just not. Certain things just aren't halal. And for me, Muslim rap. Now listen, if your kid wants to do poetry, yeah, do poetry, right? Do now poetry as a side note. Poetry is a thing within Islam, but spoken word poets, listen, yeah, spoken word poets. These might be the most annoying creatures we have in the world. Muslim, non-Muslim at all. They're just, it really just like irks me because they're such like fake deep people. Like they say the most just like common basic sense thing out loud, but then just change their vocal inflections, and people be eating it up left, right, center. Oh, this is so right on, brother. Mashallah, you doing it so good. I'd have been to like three or four Muslim events where they had this black dude get on there, right? And he has a suit and a freaking a top hat, something like that, or a beanie. His dress shoes on. He's just talking about the struggle, about being black and Muslim or being Muslim in general. It's like, all right, listen. It's always so terrible. It's some of the worst thing possible that have ever happened to grace my ears is Islamic spoken word slam poetry. Just all because it's literally all the same thing. It's like they always try to make things rhyme. They don't rhyme, but just because they change the way they say it, they make it just like seem like it's good. Like these people be like, yeah, well, they be like Muslim. sorry, y'all. Well, stuff for they were like, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. I have a thing, all right, a very sad thing. Things that are happening over there in Palestine, all right. To a Muslim and sister, brother Reen and sister Reen, can I get a mean? It's like, hold on, bro. Hold on, what? This, what are we doing here? And they'll go on and on and on. They're like, oh, can I get a? I mean, it's terrible that we have this back and forth bickering when we should be focusing on the greater thing. And I tell you what I mean to say is, Alhamdulillah, Allahumma barak, Ameen, Ameen. And people are like, ooh, mashallah, go, you're doing your thing, keep on. Terrible, all right, terrible. If I have a daughter one day and she says, "Oh, there's this guy like, and he wants to marry me," and he comes to me, I do spoken word. Nope, denied. Nope, not, I don't care. He could be, he could have all the money in the world, but if he has spoken word, trash. But anyway, let me get like a topic, right? Rap music, right? Your kids come to you, right, and say, "Oh, I want to be a rapper." You have to tell your kids, listen, there is a better avenue for you, right? A more rewarding avenue for you. Because you see, when Muslim kids say they want to be a rapper, I can assure you, right? They're definitely not talking about anyone who's a Muslim rapper. Right? I'm not talking about rappers who are Muslim, because you have people who are Muslim who convert to Islam and make rap music into popular in like the non-Muslim world, right? It's not like they're a Muslim like Muslim songs and they're popular just on a global scale. Like if you look for hold on, let's see. If you look for Muslim rappers, right? Okay. They're not gonna like you have rappers who are Muslim, like you don't um they're not that famous. They're not that popular. They're not that, important. Like they don't even pop up here on YouTube. The filter for view count, right? So go there, right? And these people, like some I don't know who this is, maybe popular, but like for the most part, Muslim rap isn't that popular because it's not something that we need in our religion, right? This is not we do not need Muslim rappers. I don't know what this person is or what he does. All right, I'm not gonna listen to one of his videos. But just something that we just youngest Indian rapper. This guy's not even Muslim, he's Indian. Anyway, the thing is, right? If you have kids, right, and your kid wants to do something, right, because at the end of the day, right, if you're a kid and you want to be a rapper, hey, you just want to be popular, right? You want to be a popular kid, and rap is popular, right? Rap is popular on a global scale, right? It's popular on a global scale, and you know, you see them everywhere, right? Because it's all over anywhere, right? These people are global stars, right? So hey, your kid wants to be a rapper, but listen, you have to protect your kids from themselves sometimes, all right? And if you were a kid and you want to be a rapper, but your parents said absolutely not, you're not gonna be like freaking that Jay-Z person or whatever the hell. Listen, you should have the same thing for your kids. It's not about like, oh, you were oppressed by not being able to be a rapper. No. You were saved. All right, you were saved. If your kid wants to be out there, listen, the smart thing to do is have your kid go to Hifz, have your kid become a Quran reciter, have him become a Qari. Because if they, right, practice, right, and they have a good voice and they release videos on them reciting the Quran, not only is it a benefit for them, but it's a benefit for everyone who listens to it as well. It's them being able to escape from um, the like illusions of music, right? Because music is all emotions and feel, and it kind of traps you into this like this mindset where okay, where I have to keep listening to the song over and over and over again, right? So if you can replace that thought in their head with hey, we're going to listen to Quran instead, then all the better for the kids. And the thing is, I think people forget because they're so the kids have all these ambitions and dreams. Your kids are very pliable and malleable. All right, you can have them really believe whatever you want them to believe, as long as you do a good enough job of convincing them as such. Right, so you show them, hey, listen, you show them Muslim rappers, they have 100,000 views, 40,000 views, some unheard person who's facing backlash. But listen, look at this Quran. 18 million views, all right, 17 million views, like 26, like people want to hear the Quran. One of the people that I've been listening to over the course of like the past like year or so is Aria Ibrahim Idris, right? And I was watching his interview that he had on some platform, and he was telling his journey, right? His journey of trying to have this like secular life and play a football, but he came from a family of he came from a family of reciters, and he didn't plan to have the Quran thing take off, or he became this popular sensation. But it did. He just posted the video because he said, "Listen, I'm gonna use this so that hey, if someone sees it, alhamdulillah, I get a reward. I get a reward for this person seeing this video, and I can go on from there, and I can just keep reciting. And I'm a hafiz, and boom, very widespread, popular. And the thing is, like, hey, it wasn't his plan. He had to work hard for this, but ultimately, him choosing the Quran over anything else in the world, right? Any other worldly thing that he may have wanted. Because listen, watch his interview. He was scouted by some top rank under 18 soccer football club, right, where he was at, and he probably could have pursued that further and maybe went pro and became this famous soccer player. But listen, like, what's more rewarding, and what more you want for your kids? Them being some famous soccer player, or you can say humbly, right? Hey, listen, this person right here, whoever listens to, right? This person who's playing through everyone's homes and is playing on their phones at night, who's leading the prayers at the masajid. That is my Ibn. That is my son, right? That is his voice. I know it. I know it anywhere, right? He's getting all these blessings, right? He's a hufaz. He's reciting with beautiful makharij and tajweed, right? He's doing all the stuff, right? Is that something you want your kids to do, or do you want to? Okay, well, my son made this freaking Muslim rap song, and he has 1,000 views on this rap song, and because he doesn't, speak about these topics that other rappers do, it's not getting the views. All right, no one wants to hear, right? For the most part, these Muslim rappers talk about, oh, alhamdulillah, I'm Muslim every day. I pray. Like, it's not why people listen to rap. Rap comes from the inner cities where people have these tough lives, and rap about doing all kind of things, selling drugs, murders, struggling, I think, to get by, which is the essence of rap. It's just struggle music, struggle rap, struggle music at all, right? Um, so unless you're going to do that and try to find someone to blame, then it's not going to go off well. This is why rap is popular, because they have to sell you this whole like inflated image, which is like the opposite of Islam. You don't do that. It's not what we do in Islam. So really, rapping, being a rapper, it kind of contradicts with um you as a Muslim, because rap is, it's not about being humble. It's about showing off. It's about having this ego, this inflated you of self, which is something you don't need. So really, just you should encourage your kids. Hey, listen, like I mean, so and so, this person, just show them, literally, just show your kids Muslim rappers. Show them the Deen Squads of the world. Like these people are, sorry, these people are not someone you need to be looking up to. Because hey, listen, if your goal is to be famous or popular, Kari Ibrahim Idris is more famous and popular than any of the Muslim rappers you come across, right? And he just started, all right? Yeah, imagine the Imams of the Haram or Muhammad al-Hayden or someone along those nature, right? You can have a wider reach, right, with your Quran recitation, right? You bring people back to the Quran, as opposed to you being the 55th Muslim rapper to not make it. What is that giving you? Where is that putting your kids at in the future because you wanted to allow them to chase their 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old dreams of being a Muslim rapper? It didn't get you far. It's kind of a waste of time. Have them recite Quran. Hey, you want to get your freaking viewership up? Hey, you could be known as Kid so and so, Kid Fulan, who does Quran recitation, and every week you do a new juz or you do a new surah. And you post every day, and if it doesn't take off, it doesn't take off. But you can have a benefit. You can use your voice for good instead of making rap music. And this is not to slander people that do it, but like it's a gateway. All right, Muslim rap is a gateway drug to real rap, to other music. All right, I covered this earlier, but like Dean's why these creatures, um, you know a title says, Ramadan Kareem and, listen music video and stuff, but then you go there and they have the same unhot instruments, that other folks do as well. Like, look at this. They have 32,000 subscribers on D Squad, which is, alhamdulillah, a lot of subscribers, but like, what, what exactly, did they gain from this? Did they get closer to the religion by making these halal covers of these non-halal songs, like by keeping the same instrumental, having the same haram instruments involved entirely, and just adding a lot of things to it? Not much. They would have been much served. What the names are? Carter, Zahir, and Jadeen. These brothers would have been much served if they used their influence to promote the Quran. Hey, we're going to tell you a story about the Sahaba. Heck, if someone wanted to tell the story of like Khalid, right, Ibn Walid, Saifullah, and do it in a poem, no problem, cool. Or just sell the story outright. I don't know why you need to do a poem, but hey, if that's what you want to do, cool. Acapella, sure, but the need to have a beat, try to portray this Muslim rapper lifestyle, it's just not the way. Also, like, I have a strong disdain for things that are performative. I don't like when we have these like Muslim couples who do X, Y, and Z online. It's just they set the tripod up and they start hit record and they start acting. It's very lazy, performative, and just not genuine, right? Like, it's not like they were here smiling, laughing. They put the camera on first and then did this. It's not sincere. It doesn't it doesn't show humility and sincerity. It's just like, okay, I'm acting for this. Like, I don't think I've ever smiled at someone before much my life, my entire life at all. Maybe when I got married, but besides that, it's just it's not for me. It really shouldn't be for you or your kids. Muslim music is really just a gateway to music at all. I would say if you can slowly, incrementally, because I used to be heavily into music, heavily. But as time got on, I was like, this song really trash. This music really trash. And as you, I'm not saying it's 100% true, but I feel like as you get closer to the Quran and you start reading more in the Quran and listening to more qadis and sheikhs and imams and people delivering the Jummah prayers and the Eid prayers and Tawari, right, and all this stuff, you will just naturally, I feel like, hey, it just it feels better for your heart, for your soul when you listen to the Quran over some song like. Now I know it's time to purify your soul. The blessed month has come. Let's read Quran. It's like, all right, come on, like they're they're doing way too much. Like, look, that was trash. But if you know you just scrolling somewhere and you hear this, right? لمن تاب وآمن بها فإنه يتوب إلى الله فإنه يتوب إلى الله متابا. Like, it's gonna hit differently because, again, like, you're Muslim. At the end of the day, you may be a little misguided, but at the end of the day, you are still Muslim. So when you hear the Quran, right, recite it beautifully, right, or even you just recite it for yourself, it's gonna hit different. So I would say just try and prioritize the Quran. Take the time to just like think about, is this really worth it? Is this 5 minutes of me listening to this Carter Zahir and JD song? Is that John Act worth it? Also, is the song even good? Because every I done heard a bunch of Dean Squad songs, right? From friends, from family, where they're listening to it and, oh, this is that new Dean Squad remix. Every single Dean Squad song is trash, garbage. It's not even good music. It's just trash, just outright. So it's not worth your time. You you can do you can do so much better things with your time. You can have your kids try and do other things. Listen, hey kids, no, sorry, it sounds good, but don't do it. I'm not gonna just change the rule because you don't want to, because you want to do something new. It's not how it works. Enforce certain enforce certain beliefs on your kids. Right? Enforce it. I don't care if they want to or not. Hey, listen, your kids don't know what's best for them. This is what the non-Muslims believe. They believe the kids can do whatever they want to, and they're, oh, mom, I'm a girl. Oh, are you sure, son? Sure. I guess so. We're gonna have you be a girl now. Just no, you don't let your kids do what they want to. It's not how it works. All right. Be mindful of that. Stay true to what you believe. Don't falter because society has these changing views, or it's not as cool to be Mr. Reciter or a Hafiz, or, oh, all these kids are forced to be a Hafiz when they're younger. Okay, so what? And guess what? It worked out good for them in the future, all right? Because they're now a Hafiz and they got older, they understand it, and it worked out. So don't fret. Don't. If your kid comes to you and says, Umi, Abu, I want to be a rapper, you have to sit down and talk to them like, listen, that sounds good, but if you want to be famous or you want to have more rewards, let's say you want to make more money, then hey, be a Qari, be a Hafiz, something else. Encourage your kids to use their want to be creative in creative ways that are positive for them, not something that's going to hurt them in the long run. Because from what I know of Dean Squad, they had a whole like falling out and managers stealing all their money and all this fitna that happened because they want to have this Muslim rap group. And it didn't end well. So avoid that as best you can. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.